Shop and Frisk. This woman says she was targeted and it ended in tragedy.
This is a rogue police state that Macy's is operating right here in Herald Square. They spend millions of dollars on marketing, but what they don't want people to know about is that they're grabbing people off the floors, putting them in detention centers, interrogating them for hours.
It's a story you'll see only on PIX 11. Tough pick. A Long Island teen makes his decision after being accepted to all 8 Ivy League schools. The PIX 11 News at 5 starts right now.
Live from Studio 2A in PIX Plaza, this is the PIX 11 News at 5.
Well, tonight we're talking about another case of shop and frisk. It's landing Macy's in some really hot water. The woman you're about to hear from had criminal charges against her dropped today because of insufficient evidence from the department store. Now she will be adding her name to the growing list of plaintiffs in a federal civil suit against a retail giant. PIX 11's Narmeen Chaudhary is in our studio with more. Hi, Narmeen.
Hi, Tamsin. Well, she was detained for hours, denied the opportunity to call loved ones, months of court appearances, and then even had a miscarriage she blames on the stress she endured because of Macy's. Finally, this ordeal is over for Jawaria Khalid. Criminal charges dropped, but she says she wants others to know exactly what happened to her so they don't also fall victim.
The worst experience of my life.
Jawaria Khalid says she was a frequent Macy's shopper, never missing their popular one-day sales. And this past October was no different. But little did she know how that day would change her life.
I was just like shocked. At that time, I didn't know what was going on.
Khalid says after she already purchased a bracelet from the jewelry department, she spotted some earrings she also liked. Since she was already headed to the children's department to shop for her 2-year-old and 10-month-old, Khalid decided to pay for all of her items together on the 7th floor. With her arms full of bags from previous purchases, Khalid says she placed the earrings in her purse, fully intending, she insists, to pay for her items. That's when she was stopped by Macy's loss prevention guards.
I took out the jewelry, handed them, and I said that I'm not stealing it. I'm going to buy it on the 7th floor.
Khalid was taken to the now infamous detention area of Macy's. She described it to us as nothing short of a jail with bars. The Muslim woman, who, as you could see, wears a hijab, a Muslim headscarf, was forced to remove it.
They kept me there, locked, for hours.
Despite insisting she would pay for her items, which her attorney says added up to less than $100, Khalid says she was forced to pay a $500 fine with her Macy's credit card. The NYPD was called, then Khalid charged with petty larceny and criminal possession of stolen property. She has now been vindicated, a judge today dismissing her case for insufficient evidence. But it appears the damage has already been done. Khalid was 8 weeks pregnant at the time of the ordeal. She lost her baby just days after. She and her doctors believe because of the stress she suffered. This latest case, according to Doug Wigdor, who is heading up a larger federal civil case with now more than a dozen plaintiffs, only illustrates further Macy's consistent targeting of innocent customers. Wigdor says Macy's and other department stores desperately need to revamp their loss prevention program.
There's a big problem at Macy's with who they stop, why they stop them, and the cover-up to justify the stop after the fact.
We did, of course, reach out to Macy's. They tell us they're looking into Mrs. Khalid's case, but say they had no statement prepared for us as of yet. We'll, of course, update you for later in the show. Here's what Wigdor really wants to see happen, Scott and Tamsin. They want to see a complete overhaul of their loss prevention system, detaining people without allowing them to notify their relatives, without even being charged. Sure. Is something that he says just shouldn't be happening at 34th Street. We shouldn't see that happening in Manhattan. They want a complete overhaul and maybe even better training of those officers.
I know you'll be on top of it. Absolutely. All right, Narmeen, thank you.
Thank you, Narmeen.